Here we go again. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby, and this is the place where I have to constantly reintroduce myself because I make a video and then a couple months later I can finally make another video. I'm also joined today by my cat, Ceci. She's made many appearances, and today she is sleeping on her head. So if you are new here, which a lot of you are because I have gotten a lot of new subscribers while I was in basic training and AIT, so hello, welcome to all of you. I am so glad that you enjoyed my Meps video and my video about enlisting with a master's degree. And if you're here for weight loss too, that's awesome because that is still a small part of my life. So yes, like the rest of the United States, I am in quarantine, and I'm currently in Ann Arbor, Michigan because, let me just explain this. I'm pretty certain that before different states in the US started putting in place these shelter-in-place rules, that the military actually put out a travel ban. I don't know which came first, but basically I graduated AIT a week ago, and the Army does this really cool thing where they give graduating AIT soldiers an opportunity to do HRAP, which stands for Hometown Recruiting Assistance Program. And so it is supposed to be a 2-week program where you go back to your hometown or the station that you trained with. So for me, I came back to Ann Arbor, which is where my, it's where my fiance lives. Yep, quick update, we got engaged. There you go. But anyway, yes, I came back to Ann Arbor to work with the station here because I trained with the station here, and also I could spend 2 weeks with my fiance. But right when I got here is when all of the major coronavirus outbreaks started happening in the United States. So I was very, very lucky to have graduated AIT last Thursday, and then I outprocessed on Friday, because if I had done it, like if we had graduated even the next Monday, like waited the weekend, then I probably would not have been allowed to leave Little Creek. Now that I'm here, I got to my HRAP station. Like I said, I'm supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and then I was supposed to get my little booty down to my first unit, which is in El Paso, Texas. But that's not gonna happen because there's a travel ban in place till at least May 11th. And that's really all I know for now, but I'm assuming that that's going to be extended a little bit based on everything that we've seen and how this is spreading. So currently I am just attached to the recruiting station that I'm supposed to be working with here, but they're also shifting to not even being in the physical office. So it's been pretty easy for me here, and I'm here for the foreseeable future. It's a little silver lining to be with Dave and my cat for this really unfortunate situation. So all I can say is please just be safe, be smart, stock up on your groceries so you can stay home, and hopefully we can all get through this together. So yes, that is what is currently happening with me. I kind of went through that really fast. So if you have any more questions about HRAP, I obviously ask me about AIT or basic training. Today, I'm just gonna go through some of the questions that I've seen in comments on my videos that I haven't been able to respond to because I was in training. So I'm gonna go through these. But first, I just wanna say thank you so much to everyone who has been so supportive under my videos, whether you are shipping out to a different branch. Everyone on my Meps video was really supportive and letting me know when they're shipping out, when they're going to Meps and stuff. So I hope everything has gone splendidly for all of you. Say thank you to all of the musicians that found me, because that's like why I wanted to make these videos, because I couldn't find any military musicians out there. I want to talk a lot about being a military musician and how it's changing now, and I'm just really pumped because I get to play music for a living. Thank you so much for all of the support and for asking questions and being interested in my videos. I hope you stick around. She's snoring, if you can hear. Okay, so I just went through my comments and I just jotted down questions so that if there were any doubles, then I would know them in here. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna go down this list, okay? Okay, question number 1, what do I use to trek? So again, if you're new here, I have lost a lot of weight. At one point in my life, I weighed 240 pounds, and that was just the number that I had seen on the scale. So I could have been heavier than that, and I don't know. But now I weigh like 155, and I'd still like to lose like another 10 pounds, but I know that I've done a lot of body recomposition. So just know that I know a thing or two about losing weight. I know it works for me, and I'm always happy to like give some tips. I don't have a degree on this or anything, but feel free to ask me questions. What do I use to track my food? I use MyFitnessPal. It is so easy. It is a very smart app. It remembers a lot of the foods that you log. So if you're like me, and I think when a lot of people try to lose weight, they tend to get into a routine of similar meals. So I really like that it's very easy to log things that I have logged before. It can easily look up menus from different restaurants and things like that, although we're not gonna have to worry about that for the next couple months, but MyFitnessPal is my go-to. Okay, the next question that I see a lot is, why did you fail? Or how did you fail? So obviously I just put that I failed in the thumbnail because people want to see failure more than they do success. But I failed Meps. Like the first day that I went home, it said unqualified because I got stage fright during the urinalysis, and that is why I failed Meps. And yes, that continues to be a problem for me no matter how much water I drink, so I don't know what to tell you. Someone asks about contacts for Meps, and then there's another one down the list about needing to take prescriptions for your eyes or for medications or anything like that. So I'll kind of put these together. So for me, I was an avid contact wearer, and at the time my glasses, these are new glasses and I love them, my glasses were like too big, so when I would lean down they would like fall off my face. So I knew that when we were doing movements and stuff, like the duck walk and all of that jazzy stuff, that I didn't want my glasses to fall off my face, so that's why I wanted to wear my contacts. If that's not a problem for you and your glasses fit your face, I would say just wear your glasses also, because you're going to be up very early and awake a long portion of the day, so I wouldn't wear contacts if I didn't have to. But yes, you're gonna take an eye exam. So what I did was I had my contacts in, and then I had my glasses in the glasses case, and then what I did that morning was I just filled up my contact little container with fresh solution, and then I just put that in my glasses case so that when it came time for the eye exam, I just quickly like used some Germ-X, popped my contacts out, and then could put my glasses on or whatever, and then I could just pop them back in afterwards. Oh, and the prescriptions for your eyes or for medication or whatever, if you're on medications, you should have that disclosed to your recruiter, like in your packet. That should be all taken care of. And for your eyes, you don't need any eye prescription or whatever. And I do want to do a whole video on like the different stages of basic training, and at basic reception, they will like scan your eyes and they will give you I keep using my hands so much. They will give you a new eye prescription. Next question is about scars, tattoos, scratches, etc. for Meps. Like, do they care about them? So the answer is yes, but if you have a good explanation for them, then they'll probably be passable. I remember when I was in my Meps, so whenever you go into the big room to like get down into your underwear with all the females or all the males, before you go to the doctor, they will just look all up and down your body. They'll have you like turn your arms like this so they can see everything. And I remember there was a girl in my group who, she had some scratches on her, and the attendant just questioned every single scratch, and she just said, I have a kitten. So just know that they are going to ask about those certain things. And if you have any past of self-harm or anxiety, depression, things like that, then you need to talk to your recruiter about them. I don't know how they deal with all of those things. I know that there are certainly people in the military that have anxiety, depression, and are managing them, but I don't know how to deal with that with the incoming whole recruiting process. So definitely talk to your recruiter about that before you go to Meps. For tattoos, obviously you want to know what the regulations are. Tattoo could like could ruin everything for you, especially on your saluting hand. So actually, one of my few days in the recruiter office this past week, they had a new guy coming in and he had a tattoo here. And so since it was on his right hand, they couldn't do anything for him because it would be here for his salute. So they actually said, pass him to the Navy. So I don't know what regulations are for the other branches. I don't even really know what they are for the Army because I don't have any tattoos. But look that up. As long as they're like coverable in a uniform, you should be fine and they're appropriate. But yeah, definitely find out what that is before you go get a tattoo if you want to join the Army. So this is a quick one for females. Someone says, can you be on your period for Meps? And like, absolutely. Why would your menstrual cycle interfere with that? I mean, I guess you can, it's like, you're gonna be doing a lot of stuff that day. So I understand why you would ask, but when you go to do your urinalysis, you will write down when your last cycle was so they will know, they'll understand all of that. So yeah, you'll be fine. Just like, take care of yourself, you'll be fine. This is a good one too. Someone asks, what if you don't have a primary doctor to like have all your medical records? And I actually don't have a primary doctor. Literally, if I was sick in the past, I don't know, 15 years, we would just go to like a walk-in clinic and get me taken care of. And my medical history was super easy because literally the only thing I put on there was that I had 2 root canals and that was it. If you don't have a doctor, you're fine. They check your teeth? No, they do not. Some people were saying that they gave them like a quick one over, but that didn't happen for me. They do check your teeth at basic reception. What did you use to study for your ASVAB? So I have never studied for like any test in my life. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I will link some videos where you can go check out some cool resources. Dominga Chaton makes awesome videos. She's trying to join the Air Force, so she can help you with that. This one I thought was not funny, but interesting how people's problems can be on such different ends of the spectrum. Someone asks, how heavy do you have to be to pass? For me, obviously being too heavy has always been the issue. So the answer to this question is that it is different per branch, per gender, and per height and age. So you just have to look up your chart. Okay, and I have 3 more questions, and these ones are about band specifically. So the first one is, do you have to sign your contract before your live audition? And the answer is absolutely not. Do not do that. So if you watch my Army enlistment process video for becoming an active duty 42 Romeo, then you would know that first you do your taped audition, second you do your Meps recruiter packet and everything. And for most people, Meps, when they go and do everything, like their big physical, at the end of the day, they will enlist. They will sign their contract with the job that they've chosen and they will say the oath, and that's that. For you as a bandsman, you skip out on that part because you still have a part to your audition, which is the 3rd part, which is the live audition. So once you are qualified at Meps, then you will let your band liaison know and you guys will work out doing a live audition. Now, having been through the schoolhouse and everything, recruiting and auditioning and stuff is constantly changing, but as far as I've heard, the Army wants to stick with this process that they're doing where the band liaison travels to you, because the Air Force and the Navy, they have switched to cattle call type auditions where you have to travel to them, but the Army really wants to keep what we have now. So that's really awesome. Do not sign your contract until your score has been picked up by the board. Okay, this next question, it's kind of a question and a comment, and they say, I've been taking choir classes and guitar classes. Will that help me with an audition? Absolutely. Something that I was even confused about with joining the Army bands is why we get the rank of specialist. And that is not because most of us have a college degree, because almost everyone in my AIT class had some schooling for a music degree or some schooling for another degree, and they participate in their college ensembles, whatever. There were a handful of students that were right out of high school. A lot of them were going into guard bands. I don't say that to say that if you're coming right out of high school, you can't win a job with active duty bands, but it's not as common. So back to why we're specialists. It's because we have civilian acquired skills. There are a lot of jobs in the Army or any branch of the military where you can take the ASVAB test and it'll like unlock certain jobs that you can acquire, and then you go to school and you learn how to do that job the Army way at an Army school. But for music, you have to already know how to play your instrument. You have to already know how to read music, how to play with an ensemble, how to do this and be professional and this or that. So because you have to have all of those skills already, and then in the Army you just learn specific Army music things. That is why you get to be a specialist. And so it's not as easy as just, oh, I played clarinet in the 5th grade band and I could probably pick it up again. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of skill. And I think that part of the job and what we do is and probably always will be very confusing to people. And the last question that I kind of just answered was, can you make it into the band straight out of high school? And yes, absolutely. So my roommate, she was a phenomenal vocalist. And then there was actually another tuba player who was just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, you absolutely can make it out of high school. There were a lot of high school students who were joining National Guard bands, and National Guard bands have a little bit different audition process from band to band, so it's not quite the same as an active duty band. But yeah, I could talk about all of this in one huge video. So if you have more questions about that, please don't hesitate to ask. Alrighty everyone, I think I have talked your ear off enough. I'm so glad that my cat slept there the whole time. I'm sorry about the glare on my glasses and for talking really fast. But my name is Abby. I'm engaged. I'm a soldier. I'm just chilling in Ann Arbor. And I want to help you if you're trying to join the military, although you won't be shipping out anytime soon, I'm sorry. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're getting your home workouts on and eating some good food and watching some good Netflix, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye, guys.